Hey guys, it's Coach. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to our Atlanta Falcons realistic rebuild. It is now the off season, as you see on the top of the screen. It is free agency time, and we have a little bit of money to spend. A little bit, meaning $70 million. We just came off winning a Super Bowl in year one. As crazy as it sounds, we do have a lot of pieces we need. If you see on the right side of the screen, it does say we need a D lineman, but I've been playing one of the young. They drafted 3 linebackers in the draft last year. I've just been playing one of them outside. So we may look at getting an end and moving him to outside linebacker where he's traditionally supposed to be going forward. But our big need in my eyes is free safety and strong safety. We're going to jump into free agency. If you see guys who aren't supposed to be free agents or things like that, this is a downloadable roster, a custom roster. And if there's someone that's not supposed to be somewhere, I will fix that. I'll move them back where they're supposed to go. But let's jump into this. We're not going to spend a lot of money. We're not going to go crazy. I want the young guys to do their thing. I did think about getting OBJ. I think a lot of people would like to see OBJ as a slot receiver here. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I do think that's something cool to think about. Let's go look elsewhere, and we'll come back to this. There's some safeties I really like. Obviously, McCourty would be a 1-year thing. Logan Ryan could be multiple year, but I think Logan Ryan's cheap enough that where we can draft a guy and play Logan Ryan for a year or two, and then bring him in. He can play slot maybe down the road. There's not many young guys here. That's why I think we're going to go in the draft. As you see, I'm going to have to put him back on his team. There's some rookies that are just kind of messed up here. But I want to go. I really want to go with Landon Collins. I think he's worth it. $20 million over 3 years. He's 28 years old. Like I said, we're going to draft a guy. You see, we got some young guys down there. Grant could be the future. He's just not now, I don't think. So I think we're going to throw an offer at Landon Collins. We'll give him 3 years. We'll see what he thinks. Obviously, I mean, that's not a lot for a starting caliber. And once again, just like I was saying before, once he's not a starting safety, he can play sub linebacker. He can play slot corner. There's a lot of things that a guy like this can help us at. 6 foot, 218. He can play in the box, run support. Let's throw a deal at him. Let's see if it sticks. We're the number 1 by a ton. I'm not going to lower the bid. I'm going to leave it where it's at. Now, do we come back in? Man, we could go McCourty 1 year for $9 million, or do we get Logan Ryan for multiple years, even though he's a lower? Ooh, okay. I think we're going to go Logan Ryan. Obviously, he's not as highly rated, but McCourty's 35 years old. So let's go Logan Ryan. I think it's more realistic. I'm trying to keep this stuff more realistic. These guys aren't, superstars. They're not big money guys. They're 28 and 31 years old. They're fillers. They're veteran hole fillers into our rookies that I'm hoping to draft step up and help us out. So there's 2 really good players right there. Sauce Gardner's down there. I will make sure he gets back on the Jets. I'll take care of that. Do we reach in and grab a corner? We have Terrell, who's a stud, obviously, and Hayward, who's a stud, but he's 32 years old. Do we go ahead and get ready for the future? Do we go ahead and get us our future outside corner, but he's going to play slot this year? Bradbury only wants a 1-year deal, and he's 29, so that doesn't make me feel good. Like I said, I'm going to force Sauce Gardner back on his team. Do we go? There's some young guys down here that wouldn't be terrible to have. Ooh, Needham's pretty good. 25 years old, too. Oh, man, Trey Flowers. Maybe we just pick a guy up later in the draft and instead of paying a guy. But if I don't know. Bradbury's interesting, but it's a lot of money for a guy who's going to be your number 3, and then he's going to be 30 years old next year. We could get him for, maybe he'll sign a 2-year deal. You're coming off a Super Bowl. You got $60 million. Your secondary struggled. Do you throw $6 million a year at Bradbury to come in? He'll be the number 3 this year, number 2 his second year. I think we throw it at him. We're not going to throw him a crazy big deal. I think that's a fair offer. He only wants 1 year, but I think we bump it up to 2 because obviously this year doesn't really matter. But just look at that pairing of that 3 right there. And we'll put Bradbury or Hayward probably in the slot. You see Terrell's on a very cheap deal. Hayward's on a very cheap deal. So I think we give it a shot. He may not even sign with us anyway. Usually I don't go this route with getting older players, but I want to push these older guys in now so we can win maybe multiple Super Bowls and then get the young guys flying in when these contracts are over. So that's my whole goal. We do have a young kicker. We have a very young punter. Obviously, our quarterbacks. You guys are probably going to think I'm crazy, but I'm signing Tom Brady. No, I'm just kidding. I do kind of want to sign a backup, though. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to be mad, but I think we're going to trade up in the draft. I'd never do that, but like I said, this is a team that has some trade capital. You got some young guys. You got some aging veterans like Mariota, who I believe can be a starter somewhere. And with that 2-year, $2 million deal, I don't know if that's really the deal he signed. I highly doubt it. But we go maybe grab a backup like Drew Lock. Wow, he wants 4 years. Tyler Huntley's going to be a beast. Nick Foles for a year. We just, RIP, that's sad. I think we just grab a guy. They cut Kyle Trask. That's tough. But I would like to get a younger guy, just, or maybe a veteran. Maybe a veteran's a better idea, honestly. A guy who's been there a little bit, like Keenum. Keenum would be cool. $3 million coming as a backup. Hopefully you never need him, and then we can move Mariota to move up in the draft. Or maybe Cam. They went about the same. I love Cam. I'm an Auburn fan, obviously. Let's go Cam Newton. Get him on the team. That's fine. We got money. It'll be a 1-year thing. Get us a backup veteran. He's been to a Super Bowl before. Yeah, he lost, but and running back wise, we're going to try to keep Patterson. He's on a very cheap deal. He's aging, obviously, and we have the rookie out of BYU, so we're going to roll with that. Fullback wise, we don't really need one. We'll throw a tight end or somebody there. But here's the question of the day. Oh, did Landry only sign a 1-year deal with the Saints? I'll have to look into that too. I can get Cole Beasley. One of these guys that go in the slot. Nelson Aguilar. Harris would be really good. But all year I was talking about how I needed another guy. But London stepped in that role and he did very well. So do I move London back outside and get a big name guy to step in like OBJ? Or do we just roll with Alden Tate outside? So we'll have Edwards, Tate, and London. Man, we pass the ball like 40, 50 times a game. This may make sense, but wow. I would take Landry over him any day of the week, but I think Landry's going to go back to the Saints because I'm not sure that's really realistic. Man, it'd be a 4-year hit, though. I don't know if you guys are going to like this or hate this, but I think you need the veteran presence that we're going to lose because we didn't re-sign Amendola. What a beast in the slot. I think we throw some money at him. Let's see. That's a lot of money, but 4 years. He's a star development. Man. I think this is a lot for a guy like this, but has anyone else offered him is the question. They have. Okay, of course. Let's just throw him the deal that's on the table. If we don't get him, we don't get him. If we get him, I think it'd be pretty cool. We're not going to get him. I'm not going to up anymore. Let's just go with what we got. It's not like we're going to get stuck. Like, I don't want to say we're going to get stuck. I think the guys we have are very, very good. Will Fuller would be pretty cool as well. I love Cole Beasley, but he's aging, obviously. Dante Harris would be pretty cool, too, but it looks like he's getting offered a big deal. James Washington. The only way I would go after a guy is if he was a big-name guy. Man, bring Julio back? That'd be pretty cool to see. We could offer Julio. Bring Julio back to retire as a Falcon. I think that'd be a pretty cool story. He wants 3 years, though. Ugh. But if he retires, it still comes off the books. Don't worry about the cap. The cap is like that because of OBJ. We better make sure OBJ's deal falls through first. Withdrawal offer. There we go. All right, we're gonna do it, guys. I'm assuming all of you love him. We're gonna lower this. We're gonna also make it 2 years. We'll leave it 3. It's a less of a cap hit, but we're gonna see if he'll take a lesser deal. I mean, that's still big money. And if no one else offers him, I think we get him. Yes, we're paying a lot, but just think about it. If he retires, the money comes off the books. I don't see him play until 36. We have the money. As you see, Edwards and London are already paid up. I paid Alden Tate for a couple years. You guys let me know. We can easily trade him and get rid of him, but I think Julio coming back home to the Falcons would be the coolest thing ever. And I do believe he's floating around there in real life. So let's move along. I was going to think about signing an offensive lineman, but let's just go with the offensive line we have. We can draft a guy later on. And I'm sorry, this is going to be a longer episode. So I hope you guys that are there are going to hang through this one. I'm pretty excited. We're going to try to trade up. Rejected by Bradbury. No, but we did get it. We got Julio, Landon Collins, we got Cam Newton, and we got Logan Ryan. We need to go back in and try to get another corner. Bradbury. We even offered him the best deal. R.I.P. Bulag. Man. We're going to stick with our right tackle. He's a 75. He's not the greatest, obviously, but we are going to roll with him. Do we go? I don't think. It's a 1-year deal. We don't need a 1-year deal. We need a guy who can play 2 to 3 years. Man. Trayvon Young is pretty good. He's a slot guy. Smaller, as you can tell, 5'9". 28 years old. Star development. I really like Trey Flowers. Like I said, I'm a Bengals fan. He is 6'3". I think we're going to throw a deal at Trey Flowers. 6'3". Big time. You put him in a slot. You can match him up with tight ends. Let's throw Trey Flowers a bit here. Get him a couple years. Like I said, he's 27. Let's lower that to like 2.2. Let's see. No one else offered me anything. I think that's a fair deal. Actually, it's a big deal. 102. All right, so like I said, we're going to move on. We got both the safeties we wanted. We got our quarterback. We got our receiver. We ended up getting Julio, which I'm pretty excited about. Now, tight ends. They did draft a rookie in the 6th round. Fitzpatrick, he did some big things. If we trade up, guys, I might trade up and go get a guy. Michael Mary plays at Notre Dame. He actually played in the district of the high school team that I coach against. So it would be pretty interesting to see. I know it wouldn't be very realistic, but I think it would be cool to see. Thinking about if we need any backup. Well, we have Schaefer, who we started. So Schaefer will start again. So we'll have a 22-year-old Mayfield in the backup probably. Hennessy's 24. Dahlman's 23. I re-signed Gossett, or Gossett maybe, for a 3-year deal, $6 million, as a backup. And obviously our best lineman is Lindstrom. We can look the draft one. I'm feeling pretty good though. So like you see, left end, don't look too much into that because we're gonna put in our let's see, where's he at? Oh, maybe not. Ebikadi might, or where'd he go? They drafted 3. Who am I missing? Malone's not on there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is he one of those guys that his contract gets screwed up? Well, don't worry about that. I will find Malone, and he'll be back on our team. I just don't... I thought I moved him over. No. Okay. I will make sure he's on the team still. They drafted him out of Western Kentucky, I do believe. But I'll fix that. I'll take care of that. We'll take care of left end. It's not a big deal. I mean, I'll take a look, but these guys, yikes. All right, so let's go ahead and let's move along. We got everybody we wanted except for Bradbury, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Let's advance to stage 3. If we got everybody we wanted, we got it. We got Trey Flowers. Ooh, 5th-year option. Who's this going to be? Whoa, heck yeah. We were just talking about how he's our best lineman. Let's go ahead and pick up that 5th-year option. Keep him around. Yes. 100% yes. There we go. Postpone his contract. Love that. So 1 more year, we don't have to worry about paying him. Another 5th year. Wow. Okay. Let's see what we got now. We're going to keep him as well. We're looking for him to start right tackle for us. So we absolutely want to pick up his option as well. So we don't have to worry about that this year. Just worry about protecting Ritter and going for another Super Bowl. Private workouts. Let's go ahead and pick our guys. If there's guys on here that have already been drafted or that are really in the league, I apologize. Like I said, these are downloaded. There's Michael Mayer. If I can get up and get him, I'm taking Michael Mayer and putting him with Pitts. I'm sorry. We will look at Carter out of Georgia. We do need some help over there. I think we're going to get 3 of these, so we need to really... Patterson would be cool out of Notre Dame. Paris Johnson would be cool as well. I think we go... I'm pretty sure Muma was drafted this year, so there's a guy that's going to be a double. I'll go through all this and look at it and take care of everything. Tank Bigsby. I'm an Auburn fan. That's going to be hard for me not to take if he's sitting there in the second round. Let's go to... I think we need to go and look... I don't know why I went this way. At some corners. Yes, we just picked up a guy, but he's older. I think we need to look at least one corner. Let's see. We picked up Trey Flowers. Obviously, he's not the future. We go Georgia, 6'2", 205. Or we go... I think we need to go down here to get a guy later on. 6'3", 206. Let's go ahead and look at battle. Let's move along. Tight end, left end. Obviously, we got Kyle Pitts, and he's a god. So we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and advance to the next week and get into this draft. Like I said, I am going to try to trade up. I want to get inside the top 10. I think that'd be really cool. I want to try to get inside the top 10 and also keep our 32nd pick, but that might not be possible. We'll see what we can do. I'm hoping Mariota has a little bit of value. But obviously, Julio Jones is coming back home. That is so cool in my mind. I'm so pumped for that. Let's jump into the draft. I might have to cut a little bit here and come back to you guys. I need to look around. I don't want you to sit here and be bored by me trying to... can I even make a trade right now? Yes, I can. All right, I'm going to try to figure this out and see if I can move us into the top 10, move up. If not, we'll just stick with what I came up with. I might have been able to get higher up, but I didn't want to get too crazy. So I got the 8th pick, if I could speak. The 120th pick and the 168th pick. So a first rounder, a 4th rounder, and a 6th rounder this year for Mariota. Carter, who's not going to play, and he's a $5 million cap hit. And I gave up our first round pick next year. I'm hoping we win the Super Bowl again, so we don't have to worry about it being a great valued pick. I sent all this to the Jets, by the way. This gets us immediately better for a little bit of sacrifice for future draft picks. So I'm hoping that pick is number 32 next year, so it doesn't really matter. But wow, we're loaded up in the draft this year. We're going to have number 8 and number 32, so I got to keep our draft pick this year. We're going to jump in a draft pretty much blindly. I'm not real sure who I want to get. I don't know if there's any duplicates there that are going to screw everything up. But let's start this draft. Like I said, I wanted to get up in the top 10, and we did successfully do that. But we're going to go ahead. Let's see who goes number 1, and then I will go ahead and skip all the way to our pick. Let's see who the Saints take with the number 1 pick. The Saints are taking Bryce Young out of Alabama, quarterback from Ohio State, or from Alabama. Sorry, I'm thinking of Shroud. But we can just go ahead and go from our pick. The rest of the time, we're gonna go ahead and just simulate our pick. Not to hold you guys. Anderson goes there. Wow. Okay, I really thought they'd go quarterback after taking a receiver last year. Michael Mayer goes number 3. That's crazy. I knew he would go pretty high. I just didn't think he would go there. Carter, the guy I wanted, goes. So we're going to struggle to get any quality. Murphy, Clemson. Like I said, we have number 8, so we'll just go ahead. There goes another D tackle interior lineman. Are they going to go quarterback here? Quarterback Ohio State, maybe? They don't. They go receiver. Wow. All right, so obviously we're on the clock now. Let's make our selection. Let's take a look at what we want. This might be a little... This might take a little bit here. Ringo's there. I was thinking about taking him. The fact that he's still sitting there, I really thought trading up was going to help us more than this. But we do need a corner moving forward. So, I mean, obviously he's not a start now guy. But he ran a 4.32? Oh, my God. Look at all that. Play rec is kind of terrible. So inside, he wouldn't be the greatest slot guy. I'm trying to think if I'm dumb and this guy already got drafted. Let's think about it real quick. Don't believe he did. He's Georgia, right? So let's make sure. I mean, we may grab him. He may be good for us. I'm going to think about it. Obviously, we don't need to run it back. Interior lineman, I think we're okay. If we're going to trade up this high, I don't think we need to come down here and take a reach on one of these round 1, round 2 guys. My whole thing was I wanted to trade up and either get that end that already went or Michael Mayer, and he's gone. So, all right, guys, we're going to trade up. We're going to take best available. I really do think this is going to help us, not this year, but next year. Best player off the board, best corner. Top 5 pick, I'm hoping. And we're going to get him at 8. As you see, our corners are going to be pretty decent. But we have a 27-year-old, 75 overall. And we have, obviously, we have an 87 overall in Hayward, but he's 33. So let's go ahead and find our counterpart to Terrell going forward. Let's see what we get here. Hidden dev, that's all we needed to see. 94 speed. Wow, 94 Excel, sorry. This kid, 6'2", 205, 21 years old. He played at Georgia, obviously knows how to win. I'm pretty excited for this guy. A catch, A press. Man, okay. I'm excited for it. Obviously, it's not the guy I wanted, but you can't be mad at jumping up and getting a guy like that, I don't feel like. So, skip ahead in the draft. Let's go see what we can get next. We have 32, like I said before. We might look at line. Let's see what best available is first. Linebacker, we definitely don't need that. We may go Reed here. I saw him there earlier. Run block isn't great. We don't really run, so I'm not sure if that's the guy right now. Let's go down and see what we got. He is the best available lineman. Notre Dame left end. We do need an end. Rattler's still there. Okay, Auburn right in. Oh, don't do this to me, my boy. No. This is where it gets hard when my own heart's getting in the way. Okay, I got to leave him sitting there. We do have Malone, so I did make sure he's still there. He's an outside linebacker. He just is a 74, so he's down the list a little bit. We did get Julio. We don't need a receiver. I mean, we can go young receiver and get a guy later. I think we go Derek Hall. See what I mean? These Auburn guys really get my heart going. And he's going to be pretty good in the draft, I think, in real life. Look, top fits is us, too. I'm thinking we either go Reed or Hall, but we need help at both. All right, let's just take... We're going to go ahead and take Hall. We're going to hope that he is a hidden dev and that he can help us. There's so many offensive linemen, it looks like, that I think we can come back through and get some more depth on offensive line. Let's see if we can pair him up with Grady Jarrett. Normal dev really hurts us. 83 speed at that size, though, isn't terrible. 81 strength, 87 acceleration. I think we might have not got the greatest one, but it's the last pick of the first round, so I guess we'll see how it pans out with him. Let's go ahead and skip to our next pick, 14th. Like I said, we got 2 second-round picks because we just made that trade. So we're back in it. Reed is still there. That's kind of... Man, it makes me worry a little bit that he's still sitting there. Oh, Chris Rogers is a monster. I think we have to go with him. I think we got to go ahead and get us some help. Let's see, our left tackle is going to be 30-31 this year, Matthews. So let's go ahead and get the backup. Maybe he'll help us. Maybe he'll start 6'5", 288 from Louisville. All right, Reed, you don't look the best on paper. He's already 23 years old as well. I don't think this kid's going to be great, to be honest. Ah, man. I don't think he's going to be great. We have another second-round pick. Do we just wait around and hope he's still there? Like, this kid looks better on paper. We're taking this kid. B impact. We're taking this kid. Normal dev. Maybe we got lied to by the paper. 6'5", 310, though. 87 strength. Wow, it really on paper looked like he was going to be a god. Okay, let's move along. All right, I might have gotten my head a little bit too much there, but to me, he looked like the better player. We can obviously move him to the left side if we need to going forward. Let's go ahead to our next pick. We'll have another second-round pick at 32. Let's go ahead and make our selection. Third pick for us of the draft. Fourth pick. Reed is still here. Guys, I'm going to end up taking him, and he's going to be horrible. And I'm going to be so sad. So, So sad. Papeo's already a pro. Sorry. I'll take care of that. Man, Burton would be cool, but we don't really need a receiver right now. It's still the second round. All right, we're going to go up. We're going to take a flyer on this Reed kid. I don't think he looks that great, but he's still sitting here. He's projected. Well, look at that dude. Projected undrafted. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and take Reed, see what happens. We can fill up the offensive line. Normal dev, like I figured. Maybe we'll get lucky on one of those two guys. They'll help us going forward. Obviously, they're just, future pieces. So let's skip ahead and draft. Let's see what our next pick gives us. Back to number 32. We might go back and help the defense here if we can't get something pretty big time on offense. I feel like we need some more help on offense. Maybe, man. Thought about looking at running back because of, sorry, I can't think. Patterson is going to be 33 years old this year. Wow, 6'5". He fits the mold. He really does. I'm going to wait. I'm going to take a look at this guy maybe going down. 6'5", 216. He fits the mold of our team. B catching. His release is awful. Run block. Oh, slot guy, huh? Hey, we need a guy going forward when Julio retires. So we might look at this guy going forward. Jesus. 6'5". Probably should take a kid out of Bama. The receivers are historically really, really good. Man, there's some not great players left on here. It's the third round. There's already right tackle, maybe. We've already taken 2 offensive linemen. I'm thinking we try to go help the defense again. We have good linebackers. I don't really want to go linebacker. Oh, man, we've already gone corner. We might go corner again. We're not taking him, so it's going to be between... Let's see. We do need to go safety, don't we? Our safeties are old, but we're going to wait because none of these guys are good. I think we probably look at corner here. He's obviously projected to be undrafted. Let's see. C and D. Man. Yikes. What's best available? Oh my God, this draft is just falling apart. I mean, he's 6th best available. Higgins would be cool, but I don't think he's that good. Do we just go Billingsley and he's got B catching? We can pair him up, make him compete with Fitzpatrick. He ran the fastest 46 for 233. I mean, it's a 3rd round pick, right? So last pick of the 3rd round. Let's go for it. I like tight ends. 86 speed at 6'4". I'll take it. He's going to compete with Fitzpatrick for that number 2 spot at tight end. Obviously, Pitts is our number 1 guy, so led the league in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. So let's go to our next pick, see what happens. Probably go, if that corner's still there, we're going to take him. If not, we might go wide receiver just to get somebody ready after. Higgins is still there. There's a reason why these 2 receivers are still there. I really like this kid. We're just not gonna take him yet. I think we take him if he's still there with our next pick, which is 32. Obviously, we have 2 picks this round. Oh, man, he would be a sick backup. But we're not gonna take a backup in the 4th round. This guy, I wish I didn't. Oh, okay, we got 100% on the receivers. Hold on, I'm being dumb. Sorry. Catching traffic, B. Okay. Ooh, A break tackle, A carry, A stiff arm, B spec catch, run block A. I think he might be the future slot when we get Julio out of here in a year or 2. So Higgins looks pretty good. Oh, this guy not great. Okay, not as good compared. Yeah, he can break tackles, but his catching. Let's go. Let's take a flyer on Higgins. A year guy, year or 2. 3rd or 4th round talent. We're in the 4th. We're going to take a flyer on him. Obviously, we all know that Clemson puts out really good receivers. I don't know why I said Clemson. Stanford puts out some pretty good players. Let's see what happens. 90 speed, not the greatest. But like I said, he's going to be a year or 2 out. He can learn from Julio going forward. I like that pick in the 4th round. Let's advance ahead. 32nd pick, obviously. We got a lot of picks still in the 4th round. So Papeo's already a pro, like I said before. I want to take a flyer on this kid. 6'5", 216. We will probably take a backup quarterback as Levis goes. Bo Nix. We all know that I love Bo Nix. Ganell's pretty good. We'll wait to come through and take one of these guys later on. I was just looking to see if anybody was worth it. We could use depth at running back as well because we let a couple guys go. We only have 2 running backs on the roster right now. But are any of these guys worth taking in the 4th round? Probably not. I mean, I don't think Burton's that great. So we already took a tight end. We got a couple offensive linemen. We'll probably look at best available here. We're not taking him, obviously. We could go corner again. Keep getting some guys. Probably not the best decision at this point. Not a very great quarterback left. Man. Yikes. Yikes. I'm going to go ahead. I want to take this kid, but I'm going to wait one more. Did I even look at him since I have 100%? Be catching. Yeah, he's not great. He's a 5th, 6th round guy if he's still there. So we're going to go. We're going to take Oklahoma running back. Let's get some more guys here. Give us some more competition. I don't think he's going to be great, obviously, but it's the last pick of the 4th round. So 89 speed. He's probably going to be a power back, obviously. He's 5'11", 215. That'll help us out when Patterson leaves us in a year or two. Skip ahead in the draft. Last pick of the 4th round. I'm not mad about that. So obviously, we're going to have, 2 more picks? Maybe 3. I can't remember if I think we threw in a 6th round pick in that trade as well. Let's see. Yes, so we have 2 more 6s as well. Man, this kid clearly says doesn't need to be drafted, but we're still sitting here looking at him, aren't we? Burton's still there as well. Man, it's hard not to take that Burton kid as a depth piece. Let's see, impact block. I don't know why it's telling me that. I guess a little fullback. Man. Burton's just sitting right there, and we have him scouted. He's not very good, but he's projected to be 3rd or 4th round, and it is the last pick of the 5th round. Do we just load up and get some more guys? I think we do. Let's take him. What's the worst that can happen? It's the last pick of the 5th round. He's projected 3rd or 4th round. He played at Alabama, so he's very coachable. Let's go ahead and take him. Take a flyer on this kid. We don't need him to be anything right now, and I don't think he's going to be that great. So, I mean, great right now. Hopefully in the future he is. That's why we brought Julio back home. So we're going to have 2 picks in the 6th round. We're probably going to try to go get a backup quarterback. We have Cam Newton, obviously, but, he's old and thinks he's still a starter. So maybe that'll backfire on us. Not sure. We are going, let's see. I mean, not bad. He's a running quarterback. We're going to wait on that. I think we can get Bo Nix later. Maybe way later. So let's go. Man, this kid being undrafted is really... Every time I see him, it just pisses me off. I'm like, man, I want you. We do need a free safety. A little free safety help. So Penn State or Middle Tennessee? I mean, Penn State, right? Ooh, D tackle and D covers. The fastest free safety this year, though. Let's take a flyer on him. It says top fits is us. 95 speed. Hey, you can't be mad at 95 speed. We might be able to do something with him. Or maybe not. So we'll have to take a look. We do have another pick in the 6th round. Let's take our pick. Oh, Bobo goes 1 pick before us. I mean, I did put it off for, 3 or 4 rounds over and over and over again. Someone finally took that kid, so I stopped looking at him. Cam Taylor-Britt's obviously a Bengal already. He's already been drafted, so I'll fix that as well. We have, 2 picks left? Yeah. So let's go. I do want to bring in another quarterback, but there's some guys here. So, man, it's weird when you get down here. I think when we don't have a fullback at all, do we just take a chance on a guy and hope that he turns out to be pretty decent? Let's see. fullback. I'm not going to lie. I took this guy up here in my Colts draft, so I'm going to take anyone but him. God, that kid's huge. 6'1", 260? Yikes. That dude's a monster. All right, B, pass block. F, lead block. Okay, well, that's not going to happen, clearly. Let's see. F, pass block. We don't know his lead block. Not very good at anything. The kid we skipped over. Oof. Yeah. All these guys are butt cheeks. I don't think we really need one either, to be honest. I mean, we do run a lot of goal line lead. We're going to take this kid just because he's the fastest fullback. Maybe he'll get in somebody's way. I don't know. Let's take him and see what happens. 81 speed, 77 strength. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if he doesn't play, he doesn't play. He's the last pick of the 6th round. It's not that really big of a deal. And we'll go quarterback with our last pick. Let's get us a young quarterback. He may be a G League guy. Last pick, Mr. Irrelevant. And honestly, if Bo Nix is there, I'm taking him. Because, like I said, I'm an Auburn fan. And, I'm going to take my guys if I have a chance. There he is. So we're going to take, obviously, he transferred to Oregon, but still love the guy. Let's go ahead. Oh, look at that. Tua's brother. Let's take him. Probably not going to be great. But, hey, we'll take him. 84 speed, 86 throw power. So put him on the practice squad for a few years. Hopefully we never need him because we're going to keep Ritter for the rest of forever. All right, let's take a look at the draft recap, and I'll set everything up, and that'll be the end of this one. I mean, we've gone on for, this is going to be, I mean, we're at almost an hour, but I'm going to cut it back. So probably a 30, 40-minute video. So, all right, let's see. Hopefully we got lucky with a couple guys. 78 overall, Ringo. Wow, the rest of the draft did not go well for us. Okay, 78 over Ringo. The Hawk, he ended up being a 69. We took him at the last pick of the first round. Yikes, that one hurts pretty bad. We took him out of Auburn. Right tackle, 68. 61. That kid kept sitting there and I kept watching them go by. And there's a reason why. 61. He will never play. That's going to be a bust of the second round. Tight end, 65. But he's got 86 speed, so I'm not mad about it. Our Higgins, we kept watching him go by too, but we went ahead and took him. He's a 69 overall. He's got 90 speed. I think he's going to be okay eventually. Kennedy Brooks, halfback, 66. Ouch. He's going to be our third guy. Maybe he'll come in, be our second guy later down the road. 69 from Burton. 64 from the free safety we took, but look at the speed and acceleration. We can do something with that. That kid's going to be on the field. He might be a return man or something like that. The fullback we took ended up being a 67. 81 speed for a fullback, though. Not too bad. And Bo Nix is absolutely god-awful. So, what a not... what a not great draft. Our first guy ended up being very, very good. Other than that, wow, we missed out on the draft pretty bad. We even traded up. But, hey, we traded up and got this guy. If we didn't trade up and get him, our best guy would have been a 69 overall. So, oh, man, I don't know. Man coverage, 77, 74 zone. Oof. I'm in chest pains right now. But it is what it is. You get what you get. So, I don't know. I just hope we put together a good enough team with the free agency because obviously, these guys are going to be a year, 2 years, whatever. Hall, I can take a 69 overall. He'll be, hopefully if I start him or rotate him, he'll be, mid-70s by the end of the year. This is going to be a very good backup at 68. Maybe he'll be mid-70s. You never know. But this kid's useless. And the 269 overall outside or wide receivers, I'm not mad about. So, and we weren't planning on ever using the halfback much, anyways. The free safety has 95 speed, so I can deal with that. Like I said, we just needed a fullback, so hopefully this kid can play. And Bo Nix is going to be a practice squad guy for a couple years, so it is what it is. I'm not mad about it. Julio Jones has come home, though. That's what I'm most happy about. As you see, we were #1 in offensive points per game, 45. We threw for 400 yards a game average. And we didn't run very much. It's crazy to me that we had 15th and we don't run the ball. Wow. Okay. Our defense is going to get better. We're going to get better all around. I think it's going to be a really fun season. As you see, we went 15-2. We won the Super Bowl. And we still have a lot of salary cap left. So we brought in some guys like Julio, a couple safeties, actually 2 safeties, Logan Ryan, Landon Collins. So going forward, I'm pretty excited. We helped out our defense a ton. So, man, I don't know. But let's see what we can do going forward. Thank you guys for watching. I'll edit this video up. I'll get it out as soon as I can. And I'm going to just start pumping these videos out back to back to back. This is obviously the long one. But thank you guys so much. I'm so grateful for you guys. The Atlanta Falcons has really saved my channel and blown up. You guys are the greatest. Please keep liking it if you enjoy this, and keep subscribing. I've gone quadruple my subscribers since like 3 videos ago. So you guys are insane. Thank you for everything. And I will see you in the next one. Go Falcons.